Hello and welcome to the Commander's Quarters, your Magic the Gathering source that helps you command your budget. This show and episodes like this one are possible thanks to viewers like you. If you're looking for an easy way to help support this show, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe. Also, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss any new episodes. You can also go check out our playmats and other merchandise at thecommandersquarters.com. Another easy way to support this show is with our TCG Player affiliate links. So whether you're buying a deck or individual cards, you can use this general link right here or one in the description. And the final way that you can support this show is by supporting us directly by becoming a patron. There are many benefits to being a patron, and I truly couldn't do this without all their support. Hey everyone, Mitch coming in for the Commander's Quarters studio. Welcome to the show. So it really hasn't been all that much time since the last announcement, but we've got yet another Secret Lair, and this time it's a super drop. So in this episode, I'm going to be taking you through each drop, the prices, the cards, and the details on the Smitten Superdrop. And as I said, this super drop comes right after the Secret Lair Black is Magic one was announced less than a week ago. It's a Secret Lair celebrating Black History Month with Black artists, and it benefits Black Girls Code. And the typical week-long pre-order window was changed for this one to over a month. I really like the direction of that Secret Lair, and I was hoping that it was an indication for how things were going to be moving forward. Again, I want to stress hoping because we're back to just over a week for a pre-order window from February 12th to the 21st. Now that's better than 1 week, but not by much. Regardless, let's jump into each of the drops and talk about the cards and the price. First up, we've got the drop called Fairy Rad. So you can probably tell that this one is all about fairies. This drop is only available in foil, and there are 4 cards in it. The art on each of these are incredibly beautiful, displaying some really vibrant colors. So first up, there's Glenelendra Archmage, which does see a decent amount of play in some formats, including Commander. Currently, it's right around $8, so this card does provide some decent value. Next up, there's Vendilion Clique, which does see some play in some formats, but not really in Commander. Well, I should say not really in Commander outside of Fairy Tribal. That being said, like the Archmage, it is around $8, so again, a good value card. Next up, there's Mistbind Clique, which is fantastic in Fairy Tribal, and at this point, it's around $11 or $12, so that's a lot of value. And finally, there's Spellstutter Sprite, which is basically a fairy counterspell, so again, not really good in decks outside of fairies, but good in fairies. Regardless, in terms of value, this is the least valuable card at around $1 or $2 at this point. Now, this is actually the only drop that's just available in foil, and its price is going to be $39.99. Again, with these super drops, though, you can buy whichever ones you want, or you can get all of them for a bulk price, and we'll talk about that here in a bit. But now let's move on to the next drop with the super innovative title, Showcase Kaldheim Part 1. This one will have foil as well as non-foil options and features 3 cards. These are going to be 3 Titans, which are again technically giants in Magic because Titan isn't a creature type, although it probably could be. You know how like Starfish is a creature type even though there's just 2 of them. Anyways, off my soapbox, let's get into the cards. First up, there's Frost Titan, which features some incredible art with the Kaldheim Showcase treatment. Although the art is incredible, Frost Titan is definitely the least played and the least valuable out of all the Titans. Currently, it's around 65 cents. But next up, we've got Prime Time itself with Primeval Titan. This is one of the more valuable Titans and is incredibly powerful in many formats, but not Commander. Well, I should probably clarify that it would be powerful, but it's banned. Regardless, its current price is around $9, so that's a pretty good value. And speaking of value and bans, let's talk about Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. Uro is currently a $40 card. I do want to stress currently though, because that's probably going to change here really quick. Because along with this announcement, we also got this piece of information from Wizards. So I'm going to have my local wizard announce this for me.
Note, we are planning an upcoming BNR announcement. In that announcement, we plan to ban Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath in Pioneer, Modern, and Historic. Additionally, we are continuing discussions about doing the same in Legacy. While we are still working internally on the larger BNR announcement for that week, we wanted to share this information ahead of this sale.
Thanks, Wizard. Anyways, basically, Uro is going to be banned in 3, maybe 4 formats, so yeah, its price is probably going to tank quite a bit. It does see a decent amount of play in Commander, but nowhere near enough to keep its price that high. Regardless, this Secret Lair is going to cost less than the rest of them, most likely because of that upcoming ban. The non-foil version is going to be $24.99, and the foil version is going to be $34.99. But next up, let's talk about the other half of this with Showcase Kaldheim Part 2. So again, basically the exact same thing, but without a card that's about to be banned. 3 Titans with the Kaldheim Showcase treatment with some incredibly metal art. First up, there's Grave Titan, which sees a lot of play in a format like Commander, and its current price is around $9. So again, a decent amount of value for a card that's gonna see some play. Next up though is the Frost Giant of the bunch with Inferno Titan. Okay, that's kind of unfair. Inferno Titan definitely sees more play than Frost, but nowhere near as much as Grave. That being said, Inferno Titan might be the most reprinted out of all the Titans, so it's just over $1 at this point. So not a whole lot of value, but this card will see some play in Commander. And finally, we've got the other Titan from Theros Beyond Death with Kroxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. And this very well might be the most metal out of all the images so far. I mean, how many mouths does this thing have? Kroxa does see a good amount of play in some formats, and it's bringing a lot of value at around $19. And again, unlike Uro, it's not getting banned, so that price is probably going to hold for a while. So again, because of no bans, the price of this Showcase Kaldheim is going to be slightly higher than the other one. Or at least I should say that that's my assumption. Regardless, the price of the non-foil is going to be $29.99, and the foil is going to be $39.99. But now let's move on to the next one, which is just titled Valentine's Day 2021. Like the previous 2 drops, this one's available in foil and non-foil, and this one features 6 cards. Well, okay, technically 5 cards and a token, but the token's pretty sweet. Anyways, this is a Boros-focused Secret Lair, and Boros is definitely a color pairing that, at least in Commander, needs a lot of love. So each of the cards in this one are going to be white or white and red. First up, there's the notorious new combo Commander on the block with Heliod's Sun Crown. Aside from bringing apparently a giant heart spear with him, Heliod is also bringing you a good amount of value at around $15. Next up, we've got the Boros Commander Gisela Blade of Goldnight. This one features a Cupid-esque baby angel that apparently has ditched the bow in favor of 2 swords and some combat gloves. And on top of all that cuteness, Gisela's bringing a price tag of around $14, so yeah, that's some good value. And the cuteness just keeps coming with Goblin Rabblemaster. I mean, the leader's got some candy stuck to his head. How adorable. Anyways, the current price of Goblin Rabblemaster is around $3 or $4, so nowhere near as much value as the last ones, but still it's an okay amount. And Boros fans out there, of course you're going to love this one with Boros Charm. This one sees a ton of play in Commander, but it's been reprinted a decent amount of time, so it's currently only around $2. And then there's Monastery Swiftspear, which is good in other formats, but not so much in Commander because aggro really isn't all that good. No offense, aggro players. Anyways, the value for this one is around the last 2, which is around $2 or $3. And finally, I present to you this Goblin token, which apparently the Goblin has been tied up and someone shoved roses in its mouth. At least that's what I imagine went on. Anyways, the overall price for this one is going to be the same as the last, the non-foil being $29.99 and the foil being $39.99. And finally, let's talk about the last one with Secret Lair Basic Lands. Okay, fine, that's not the actual name. The actual name is the Unfathomable Crushing Brutality of Basic Lands. This one's going to be available in foil and non-foil, and guess what? You get 5 cards, 1 for each basic land. I gotta admit though that the art on these full art lands is pretty sweet. That being said though, yeah, not a whole lot of value here. You can usually get a basic land for what, 2 or 4 cents or something like that, or maybe even your LGS gives them out for free. But if you really like the art on these and want them in your deck, then go for it. The price for the non-foil version is going to be $29.99 and the foil version is going to be $39.99. Now again, with the Secret Lair Super Drops, you can buy them all together, and when I say all, I do mean all. So that means that if you're going to buy the whole Super Drop as a bundle, you're getting 9 drops in total. 4 of them have foil and non-foil versions, and you're getting both. And from what I found, it looks like you don't have an option to choose one or the other. So when it comes to the total price, that's going to be $259.91, which is technically a savings of $50 overall. Because if you were going to buy all 9 separately, it'd be nearly $310. Again, unfortunately though, there's not really a bundle option for just the foil or non-foil versions. So you are going to be getting duplicates, which some people might like, but some people might not. Essentially, if you just want the foil versions, basically just buy those on their own. Because if you decide to buy this entire bundle, you're basically going to be paying about $65 extra. Same thing with the non-foil versions plus the fairies one, which only comes in foil. That's going to be about $145 extra that you'd be paying. But again, if you want all 9, including the foil and non-foil duplicates, go for it. And with that, this show is coming to a close, so it's my turn to hear from you. So in the comments below, let me know what your thoughts on this episode are, and as always, thanks again and have a good one.